If you see a very obvious provocateur, if you see somebody going out specifically to antagonize, like Chud the Builder, you're supposed to ignore. You're supposed to not give the rage baiter the rage that they're looking for. That's the whole point. Don't go out seeking. I've seen people are driving hours over state lines saying, come to my city. I want to go see you in public. Inviting it to come in. There's people like Jake Lang, for example. The perfect example on the inverse, because people are comparing it to Islam. And Islam's not a race, obviously, but so many people don't seem to realize it. Do you understand how many paid provocateurs Muslims have had to deal with all the time? They say, would you get upset if you get called a terrorist? I get called a terrorist every single day. I get called a communist invader. I get called goat fucker. I get called these silly words. Some people call me brown clown all the time. Do I feel the need to go seek out people?
CIA raided Tulsi Gabbard office after she tried to release Epstein, JFK, and MK Ultra file.
I didn't see that. Here, let's go. Riyadh texted me, said the same thing. Muslims have to deal with this stuff at the same time. I'll give you a perfect example, and I hope people clip all this stuff, right? Especially like Fearbuck and I Daily Loud clipping that and saying, I claim to say words have no meaning is completely disingenuous. It was a 1-minute clip, and it has like 7 million views where academics is comparing, saying, would you curse God? Comparing that to a racial slur. Like, blasphemy and slurs that have changed their meaning is not the comparison, and obviously words have meaning. I'm saying this word changed meaning, but people have an emotional attachment to this word. The perfect example is when we're in Times Square for the Ramadan prayer. We were getting harassed nonstop. People were yelling things. People were cursing out. And you know what we did in response to people trying to provoke an attack? Because you know what they're looking for? They are looking to call Muslims violent. Jake Lang is a Jew.
Discord call with Myron to talk about Chud's arrest and situation. He's about to be live.
Okay, we can talk about it. They want to point the finger at Muslims and say, look, we got you. You are a violent terrorist. Look, you don't belong in this country. You can't coexist. You don't want to have free speech. You don't believe in American values. So you know what Muslims do in response to when paid provocateurs and paid antagonizers try to rile us up? You have to ignore it. You cannot give energy to these people. Do you understand? You can't give energy to people that want to siphon your energy. You cannot prove them right by acting in violence towards words, or else they are going to change free speech, or else they are going to take away your rights. They are looking for a reason to say, I told you so. So when I get cursed, when I get called a terrorist, you know what I do? I don't care. I'm not a terrorist. And the same thing should be applied if people go up to you and want to elicit a reaction and say, you're the N-word. Are you the N-word? No, you're not. You're not a slave. So you should not get that angry about it. If they're trying to provoke you intentionally, why would you play into their hand and let them win? If their entire thing is antagonizing, if their entire stream, their existence is meant to provoke you, are you going to let them win? Are you going to travel over state lines and look for them? Are you going to go out in public and seek to give the exact reaction that people want? If people like Chud the Builder are saying black people are low IQ, are violent, and have the propensity to act emotionally, irrational, what do the white supremacists say about black people? Think for a second. People are incapable of thinking in the third order. They can't think. Like so many people on the internet just riled up about a word. They can't understand it. People like Chud, white supremacists, believe black people can't coexist with white people. Say that there should be segregation.
Go back to making Gislab politics and race relations ain't for you gang.
Thanks for the $20. Good boy. They are saying you are incapable and it's angry, you're violent. When you respond in that, do you understand how many people have now, without saying it publicly, feel vindicated when you are putting money on people's heads? When you're traveling over state lines, when you are advocating for this sort of violence, when you're saying, look, free speech doesn't actually exist, you have now proven a lot of these people right. And they are going to live with more animosity. There's going to be more division. You have not solved racism. This is the bigger point. Are you against racism? Are you against the discrimination of races? If you are against discrimination, then everybody should be able to say every word within a vacuum. We shouldn't provoke people. We shouldn't try to purposely hurt people's feelings. But this stupid sentiment that we have in this country, that the word nigga, the soft A, it's so funny. That's the only word with the soft A and the hard R. That separation. If you're saying that black people could say this word, even though it means friend, even though it means these, but white people can't sing along to a song, you are now segregating. You are now discriminating. You are not solving racism. You're creating more separation. That's not the solution. If you are against racism, you can't say things like, oh, I only care about black Americans. That's discrimination.